Всем привет, проверка связи. Radio check, radio check. Radio check, guys. Just making sure if everybody hears me good. The picture is looking good for everybody. Okay, so welcome Friday stream. And as you can see, we have a lot of water close to the airport. That's a good thing, you know, because last time we need some Hudson. We need Hudson close to our airports. So okay, we have a lot of Russian audience here as well. Russian speaking audience. For some of them, they don't speak English. Some of them do. Most of them, I hope. And we have, of course, a lot of English speaking audience. So I will try to speak both. You know, I still cannot figure out how to do stream on both languages, but I'll try. You know, if some of the Russian friends will not understand something, I will speak Russian now and then, and I'll translate to English and vice versa. Спасибо. Вас тоже с праздником, Vladislav. All right, so we're currently at DC, the capital of United States, and there's an airport called Ronald Reagan DC National Airport. And today we're flying on CRJ 200. And before we fly, I just want to point out a few new things that changed in XEnviro beta. We've been working closely with developers to make picture looking better, as much as atmosphere, like Rayleigh scattering and stuff like that. And, some of you know it from using RTH and such. It's all going to be implemented inside, so you will not need any side programs to use it. As well as developers made the post-processing tool, which is based on my setup from Blue FX settings, which is on right now. And you can see the screen on the left is without it, and the screen on the right is with it. It's morning in DC, so don't mind the blue colors. All right, so it's not morning in DC right now, but I made it morning. Anyways, but let me. All right, so the thing is about it is some of you know that X-Plane doesn't have correct white color, so that fixed it. The settings of Blue FX current settings fixed the white colors, so it doesn't look beige. All right, so with the new post-processing tool in XEnviro, we don't have to have Blue FX. So all you do is just click post-processing, and you have same exact picture as we had before. All right, so this is something new, but for today's flight I'm not gonna use it because we're still working on it. We're still making progress about colors and all the aspects. So I will disable it for now for today's flight, and I will fly with Blue FX. If any of you want settings for Blue FX while you wait for XEnviro to come out, you can ask me on my Facebook page, Blue Sky Star Simulation on Facebook, and I will give you the settings. As well as today we're gonna present, of course, most of you know there's sound pack for CRJ 200. It's been out. Its version is 2 point something, 2.1 I think. I changed it a little bit. I edited the sounds to make proper volume for the engines and such, and little small changes. All right, so we're just gonna use that as well tonight. And of course CRJ, the oldest aircraft out there, JRollon CRJ, which is we're flying for PSA today, PSA Airlines, as most of you know it. That's how they call it, PSA Airlines. But don't mind, it says Air Wisconsin over here. I actually yeah, so we're flying for 5120 service from DC to Dayton, Ohio. All right, so to get some turkey up in there. Before we go, oh, also I just want to note one thing that developers in Enviro currently working on different cloud sets. They working to implementing different cloud types and textures, as well as we are working closely. Me as a real world pilot, I fly in general aviation in the United States. I help them out with pictures. So I go out there, I fly, and I take videos and pictures, and we compare it to the weather data and atmospheric conditions and such. Nikita Skripov, yes, I like this aircraft. It has something, even though I know it's old. The textures might be looking kind of older inside the cockpit, but it's still good aircraft. And from what I know, from talking to my friends that fly this aircraft in real world or used to fly it, some of them, it behaves quite the same as in real world, because this CRJ 200 is really like it would go with negative pitch attitude to the approach. Like you would have like -2 or -1 pitch attitude on approach. So this is the same like this aircraft. So at the time you look at the runway and you think, oh my god, I'm gonna crash, that's the time that you flare in this aircraft. And then there's not kind of like a flare, it's more still like crash landing in this type. Yeah, US Airways Express. I'm not sure if the PSA probably has different. Who do they fly for? I think Envoy, or I mean the American Airlines colors, old colors or something. I'm not sure. It has many of regional airlines inside. Okay, so if you guys have any questions before we start the pre-flight, I'm gonna fly online today. I hope somebody will be online. Last time I checked, there was nobody in this sector. Boston was online, Indianapolis Center was online. We're gonna fly through Indianapolis Center, so hopefully they're gonna be here. Maybe somebody gonna be here in DC. We'll check. All right, so if you have any questions about what's new in Enviro, you're gonna see it probably, or have any questions about sounds, make sure to check out Blue Sky Star Simulations Facebook and YouTube. Okay, so let's go ahead and pre-flight. So we're taking this route. It's really easy. I'm gonna just go through how I do it to make you guys enjoy it and make it faster flight without getting too much crazy in details, and at the same time getting fast and efficient. So if you fly in the United States like I do, the best resource would be is FlightAware, and it's really easy to find. You don't need to go and do fancy stuff. All you have to do is just Google, for example, our departure and our arrival airport, KDCA-KDAY, whatever, and the dash, and then just hit it, and guess what? First thing that's gonna show up is FlightAware, and you just hit it there, and this is arrived 5 weeks ago, so you just hit other flights between these airports, and then you will have right away the most recent flights there. So as you can see, 5473 just arrived an hour ago, and you can see their flight plan. Why I use this? Because flight plans sometimes, not sometimes, but every time, they're mostly dependent on the weather, what's going on. So these guys know what they're doing, and they're dispatchers as well. So, and also I have changed inside the cockpit. I changed the windows to clear, so you don't have this crappy dirty glass. So I changed it, and the guy, he went out somewhere to take a dump, I guess, after the first flight. Okay, so yeah, before we're gonna hit it, all right, so that's what we do. And all I do from here is just look at the filed altitude, which is 300, and take that flight plan. As you can see, it was what, Blue Streak. That's our call name for today, Blue Streak. It's good that it's not Brown Streak or something. Brown Streak, that's UPS. All right, so we go to SimBrief, my favorite dispatch. Some of you guys maybe use PFPX. It's pretty much the same, but this one is much quicker for me. I like it more. Alright, so we're departing new flight. KDCA. I like the way that they have most of the aircraft that you need. CJ2. More options here. Again, so sometimes those optional entries will not be correct, like departure and arrival runway. Not that it matters. I usually skip those because I will judge by ATC and by the weather if ATC is absent. So all I'm gonna put here is 300 as a flight cruise altitude. Passengers. Let's try. Okay, so there's only. Let's try 40. Let's give them 40 passengers flying today. And cargo, I would say, I don't know, 1,500 is fine. Have you a low FPS and cloudy day, or when a lot of clouds plus rain? No, actually, well, first thing, I have 4K displays, so at highest settings, all the issues with FPS is on my side on my setup. It's not the XEnviro, and as you can see, it's 30 FPS right now, and it's overcast. If I go up there, this way, just moving out, and go above the clouds, you can see it's 40. It's even growing bigger, and like Andrew said, that the developer, he has really like low-end system which he uses for the developing, and so what he says, if on his system everything works, then on your system it's gonna be working for sure. So I have nearly 40 FPS on 4K television right now, which is 50-inch, and no problems with FPS at all. And as you can see, it's getting lighter outside. All right, let's go get back to our dispatch. And what we see is the same flight plan, so we're just gonna use it. Wings 3 departure MA, Quebec 72, HAX APE, Danny 2 arrival. Okay, 300, just cross check everything. Everything looking good. CVG is alternate. What I like about SimBrief is that you can file it, flight plan right away. You can analyze the route as well. Okay, so let's go generate. What you can say about SkyMax? Do I need to say anything by SkyMax? I mean, I think it's obvious. They're making the fourth version of their product and making people pay for it. And I already expressed my opinion about that. It was huge ass burning over that in the internet. So it was a lot of fun back there on their page. So, but I mean, I don't personally. I never liked it. It's just that we never had better options than SkyMax. There were a couple free options. There were some other guys that did weather, but with Ventura or whatever Ventura, the latest one, it was alright. I mean, I used it, so I'm not gonna say that fuck SkyMax or whatever, but I used it. I just recently before the developers from XEnviro called me and invited me to participate in beta testing. So after that, I deleted the SkyMax and I'm never gonna use it again. You can mark my words. You can delete my account. Block my SkyMax account, whatever. I don't care. So that's just my opinion, okay? But you guys are you're gonna see for yourself. So что такое дедюля? Это уже нарицательное имя музыканта. Нет, это не музыкант. Тут приходил товарищ, и он всех смешил, и мы тоже смеялись. И у нас теперь дедюля — это некий такой вот неадекватный человек в чате. Okay, guys. All right. Let's go back. Constantly. So there's options: print, view PDF. So that's what we're gonna do. This is our OFP, and this is right here. Now there's where it was file. Okay, so you can see the sky vector. Oh, it was up here. Okay, VetSim prefile. Okay. My VetSim ID. Oh my god, I don't remember shit about that. Let me check. You know, I'm just gonna file it inside here. Alright, so we are online. The Boston Center online, Cleveland, Indy, and New York. New York. I'm just gonna file real quick here. I'm sorry guys for all this stuff, but I just maybe some of you will find it useful. I don't know. Meanwhile, you can type your questions. FR, FMS, DCA. I haven't flew in VetSim forever, like a year or something. True airspeed. In this one, we'll have. Where's my true airspeed? True airspeed. It's supposed to be in a dispatch. Mac 44, which is 335. It's supposed to be in correct format right here. 30407. Okay, 407. So that we won't need anymore. 410. That was close enough. Okay, so all right. Departure time estimated in Zulu. Current DC time, Zulu time is I think 1933. Okay, so we'll do 20. Departure time 2010. Flight time 1 hour 50 minutes. 55. Let's give it 55. And fuel 230. That's fine. Alright, so we'll send that here. Yeah. Alright, see you, Nikita. Yeah, we try to manage time, the best time for all the. Of course, we cannot do it for all the globe. Alright, so there we filed it. For the weather, what to expect? No icing condition on the way, no SIGMETs, no outlooks, no turbulence, For the weather radar, it's gonna be overcast most of our flight, I believe. For the satellite, I mean, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's gonna be overcast most of our flight, so uh, nothing serious, no icing. So it's just like normal day in the office, as I would say. So for the weather, it's fine. And also, I want to point out to you guys, there's a program that's called uh, that will make your life easier. It's called CRJ 200 Virtual Dispatch, and it's based on Java or Java, however you call that, Java, I guess. So it really makes things easier, much easier. So I'll give you the departure, airport, destination, alternate CVG, calculate distance. So it's like a performance dispatch. So it's gonna calculate fuel here. 6,000, for example, we have probably cheaper fuel here, so we'll pump 12,000 in here, just for the simulation part. And then you can.
For hotel.
What the fuck was that? Connected to first voice room. Okay, somebody must have come online. Cleveland, Jackson.
November 7 for hotel. Roger, PRP VFR1 is approved. The Nantucket
I will
wind is
change the frequency in a minute,
130
just because I think it's.
Runway 6, taxi via
So,
Echo.
total passengers on board 40. We can change it 37. So we'll change.
November 7274 hotel, please repeat. November 7 for hotel, runway 6, taxi via Echo.
Okay, let's
Runway
just
number
guess
6,
that's,
taxi via Echo. 7274 hotel.
all right, so additional cargo.
Warrior 9
I
November
think
Delta,
it was-
descend and maintain
alright, so
2000,
just-
turn
he's
right
bugging
heading
me right now at this
170.
point.
2000 heading 170, Warrior 9 over Delta.
Okay, cross check, gear down, wipers off, idle, up, down. Alright, so connect. So I'm gonna just change the frequency here real quick. So we don't get. Alright. So that's the first flight of the day. Going back to our flight plan. Oh, to our performance dispatch. So 40, and we had some cargo in here, which is 1,500 pounds. So we're gonna be pretty heavy for the takeoff. Report. So the good thing about this program is that voice is low. Okay, how about now? Or I can let's see, I can do like this. Radio check, radio check. Thanks, Andre. Yeah, and flying by wires here is one of the developers for the main, I guess one of the main developers for the XEnviro. So you can ask him questions about that, and I will try to answer as well. Perfect. Okay, thanks. All right. So why this program is good? That it gives you right away the speeds, the V speeds, the trims and such. So it will give you the METARs, arrive and alternate METARs, all information. So total payload, you have to set it in explain. So we'll go to right away to the weight and fuel, and payload weight 10,000 something watt. 10257. So That's the payload right here, 257. It doesn't have to be exact, it will never be. So, something close to it. Fuel. Ramp fuel, 11977. Yeah, we're close to our max gross weight. Then it will give you takeoff pitch that you set in your aircraft and CG offset, which is negative 2.9. So that you have to set here. It can never be exact, so minus 2.8 is fine. Alright, so this is our pretty much set. Okay, so it's our first flight of the day. Let's go ahead and check the systems. I will pull out my handbook or checklist and flows. So there's the checklists here. Okay, safety check, circuit breakers all in, nose with steering off, hydraulic pumps all off, landing gear down, spoilers level retracted, flaps level. Lever set actual position, which is up, radar off, ATG manual is installed, battery master on, APU, AC is established, IRS both set to NEF. Airplane documents checked, hydraulic 3A on. Checked. And of course the nav lights and local lights. Okay, so originating checks. Internal external amplifier checks not complete, will be complete later. Audio warning panel. It's being checked right now. This is the part of BSS, Blue Sky Star Simulation sound package as well. So it's, if you press the button, you have real, actual oral system check implemented from real aircraft. You can find the pack on our page, blueskystarsimulation.net. Alright, so while it does that, I'll check the oxygen.
Jet pipe overheat. Zero bay overheat. Smoke. Bleed air. Duct.
Fucked. Okay, so while it does that,
wing overheat.
the light check
Config
here
flaps.
somewhere.
Config trim.
Lamp
Config
test, there you go.
spoilers. Config brakes. Config autopilot. Cabin pressure. Door. Nose door. Gear disagree. Brakes. Engine oil.
And since it's cold,
APU.
probably in DC,
Cell call.
we want to start APU. That's what they do every time. So before we start APU, some of the things not implemented in here, of course, like fire test, I think, or maybe it is, but I had trouble to find it. Okay, so we'll start APU here. That is all coming out. The flap must be open. The door. Okay, so start. I'm gonna get some air inside of this biatch. Thank you, Vladimir. Yes, the sounds are. Really spend a lot of time for those sounds, and I have to say many thanks to real-world pilots that helped me to do this. And we probably want to get some light in the cabin here. So what you hear right now is bleed hitting the butterfly valve, and that's why it's giving that hissing noise. Once you open it, the packs, it disappears and you can just hear the pack. I probably want to do the initialize our CDU here. September 16 August. Okay, so it's a little bit outdated. That's fine. No biggie. Alright, so, and let's go by the checklist. Alright, so APU is started, the air is coming in, and meanwhile, I would say we can open the door so the passengers can board while we take care of the rest. And as you can hear, outside here is the sounds of APU. We like look out the plane, and as well as the avionics there. We can check the cabin for no items left. I know that's something that pilot's not doing, but if the plane is empty, might as well. Did you hear the APU towards the back? And of course you can hear it here, but not much in cockpit. Gulfstream, yeah. Yeah, it's sort of like it, right? It's pretty neat airplane. Even doesn't matter its age of that model, it's still pretty good, right? I mean, I like it. Alright, so let's go continue by our checklist. APU started, start panel check, hydraulics check, pressurization check. And pressurization, what I mean is by, we go to ECS, no, I believe, yeah. Altitude here is -163, so we want to set pressurization to departure airport. Why? Because in case of if we have to come back to the airport, we don't have to worry about that. Which I hope we don't, or we hope we don't end up in Hudson or anything like that. 3017. I got used to scrolling mouse so much. Alright, 3017. The elevation in DC is close to 0, right? 14 feet. Okay, so it's kind of hard to see that way. We'll do it this way. Painting elevation. Yeah, let's get it to 20. That's fine. Okay, so pressurization set. Air conditioning checked. Eyes detect. Test. It's not implemented. And windshield low. It's only 2 here. Yeah. I believe the upper one as well, right? Possibly, yeah. Okay, so it's low. GPWS test completed. It's not implemented. Nose steering off. Clock set. FS control panels checked. That means check all the parameters. Here are oil quantity. Hydraulic. Pretty much everything. Electrical. Fuel. 11.9 on the fuel. Okay. Upper pedestal checked. Thrust lever quadrant checked. Avionics checked. APR on. Engine speed on. Trims checked. Yaw damper engaged. Lower pedestal checked. Standing. And off. Alright, good to go here for the next part of the procedures. Два лучше. Кому как, кому как. Okay, so our overhead pretty much complete. All we want to do here is do no smoking. To on. Emergency lights armed. Cross check, cross check. Then we move towards our speeds, which is V1 150. Pretty high these speeds. Yeah, like I said, we're heavy. Select 151, I think, right? 151, 158. Блять. I can never set. Okay, 158. Come on, buddy. Alright. And our V-fry or FTO, like they say here, 188. Let's just target 188. Сука, блядь. 188. Yeah, haters everywhere. Yeah, I mean, it's for some people it's not interesting. Some people want different things, like they want who knows what. It's always dislikes, so it's I treat it normally. It's fine. That's your opinion. Okay, so your our nav source is FMS here. That's checked. No flight plan, of course, because there is none. The barrel is set 3017. We'll get the weather information shortly. And let's fill out the flight plan real quick here. Alright. As far as format. Departure. Okay, so looks like we still don't have any control here, so we're gonna be on our own to 2.8. That means, well, there's no wind speed, absolutely no wind speed currently at DC. So I'm guessing we're flying sort of a little bit to the north first and then to the west, so northwest, I would say. So runway 1 would be good for departure. I'm kind of lost here. Okay, yeah, runway 1 for departure, the longest runway available here. There it is. Okay, and our departure is Wings 3 departure. Runway 1. I hope, yeah, there it is. And REM-A transition, execute. Also, one nifty thing about this plane, some of you maybe, some of you don't know, I haven't noticed it a long time. So you hit the MFD menu, and then you can choose here airports, nav aids, intersections, and such. So I just leave a nav aids in the airport. Okay, so we go to flight plan, REM-A, Quebec 72 hex. Do you guys hear the sounds good? That guy, he's still taking a dump. Taking shit. Okay, Hex. Ape and Daniel. Danny 2. Alright, so we don't actually need to put direct to Alpha Papa Echo. All we need to do is hit arrival, choose star, and choose transition. So it's already here. And for the arrival arrival runways, we can expect. You can see how fast you can do this just by Google. 270 at 8. So we can have the airport is in west operation currently, so it's gonna be most likely 24 right. This is the longer runway. Okay, so let's assume 24 right for now. There's transition. We don't want any transition at that point. And let's check the flight plan real quick. My phone is just exploding today. What's going on? As you guys know, it's Black Friday in the United States right now and across the globe, I think too, right? Because it's everywhere. So make sure to check out explain.org. There's sales going on right now, especially my products as well. All 30% off. All right. Let's see if it. You see what I mean about this aircraft? If you don't choose for some reason transition, like it will not execute the arrival. So just choose some bogus transition. We'll erase it later. And this aircraft, no VNAV is made in that aircraft. Country radio. Wow. Alright, so this is our flight plan. It's looking good. Let's cross-check for the departure. Departure. Links. It's RNAV. I like RNAV departures. Less things to do. Most of them are in the United States are coming to RNAV nowadays. Okay, takeoff runway 1, climb heading 004 into at course 332004. That's what we want to set. 001, I'm sorry. So 1 on the heading. Right away as we go through. Oh, 04, I'm sorry. Yeah, the first one was right. Alright. Intercept course 332 to Adaxi, then predicted route to Wings, then on runway transition. Maintain 5,000. Expect clearance to filed altitude 10 minutes. Okay, so we want to hit 5,000 here. As well as just in case to input the radio in for our departure. All of it you can find here as well. Potomac departure 118.905. 18.905. So we'll set it for COM 2. And first COM is ground, which is supposed to be actually a clearance delivery, but there's nobody here, unfortunately. So 21 point, where's the ground? 21.7. Ground point 7 as they call it in the United States. It's either ground point 7, ground point 8. Real man user. Fun. Okay. So that's set here. Then confirm. And I'll have Mr. Didula sit here and watch the aircraft while we go outside and make a pre-flight. I mean, inspection. Just kind of quick style. As you can hear, There's APU exhaust here. You can hear all the air rushing out. You don't want to get too close to that. Oh, lost in textures. My friend that used to fly for Air Wisconsin told me they have actual horn that beeps before the APU starts, just for the purpose of somebody not being close to the exhaust, because it's really low, and if your head is close to exhaust, you're probably gonna need some haircut. You're not gonna need a haircut. So they have actual horn, like it will sound like beep, and then the APU will start. That's fun. But I chosen not to implement it. Alright, so let's go back. And let's have the passengers board. We have sounds for that as well. Blue streak, and you know, I just realized I don't even know what's my flight number. Oh, this is not here, okay. This is when you connect. You can tell I haven't flew that for a while. It's supposed to be here, right? Let's disconnect and reconnect just to make sure. I want to know what's my name. Okay, so that's some bogus ass general aviation name. Alright, so we're Blue Streak and JIA 547. Blue Streak. Yep. Yeah, I got it now. Alright, connect. You can see the passenger. You can hear actually. Do you hear the passengers boarding? I think you can. Okay, so alright, let's do the perfinite. It's really easy in this plane. All you do is put outside air temperature. We use it's 11 degrees Celsius today. And PTO. That's all for the. That's all for that. Oh, as well as I'll select and yada yada yada. I also use half bank here because sometimes at lower speeds it will just go crazy. As well as the takeoff trim pitch 7 point. Close. Now the speed we want to set here, but first I want to set V2 plus 10, so 168 is fine. Alright. Okay, so it's time to put the seatbelts on. Let's do the switch. And before start, check passenger signs on, pressurization set, altimeter set, anti-skid test complete, FMS arrest set, radios navigate set, departure, park and brake on, takeoff briefing complete. The briefing is let's see where we are first. Okay, it's really easy here. We're going Juliet all the way down to the end. Hotspot on Mike Juliet on the way here. Cross runway 4 to 24, and then all the way to 1. Full length. The runway available is 7,170 feet. So we use standing takeoff. Still kind of short runway. And for departure, again, climb heading 004 to intercept course 382 at Dock C on wings, and then as filed on Remake. Flap 8 departure, no anti-ice needed. Any malfunctions before V1. We reject, contact tower. After V1, we'll continue. Take off and handle situation at flight. And our minimum altitude here will be 3,000. Okay guys, so are you ready? He's ready. The Dule is ready. Let's close up. Unfortunately, no cockpit door sounds in this one. I couldn't find the data ref for that one. Maybe I'll find later. Okay, so before we push, put all hydraulics in. That's good. APU gens on board. AC off. And disconnect. Good, looking good. Final cross check. I can make a plug-in for 3. Yeah, please do. That'll be nice. If you can make a moving around the and also, one thing I'm missing in the simulator is baby crying. Baby crying. That's what I need. If you can implement passengers with babies crying, please do. So I'm using the plugin for pushback here. Easy pushback. Of course, the beacon light's on.
My name is Shannon. I'll be your flight attendant. Located in your seat back pocket is the passenger safety card.
FO.
Safety
I mean
of the
FA.
Canada Regional Jet. Please follow along as I go over some important safety information. There are 4 clearly marked exits on board this aircraft. There are 2 in the front of the cabin and 2 over the wings. Please take a moment to
And
locate
start
the exit
sequence is
near
2
you.
then 1.
In some cases, these exits may be behind you. In the event of a power loss, follow the floor illumination strips to the exit. The cabin is pressurized for your comfort and safety. In the unlikely event of a loss of cabin pressure, oxygen masks will fall from the panels above your head. Pull the mask firmly towards you to start the flow of oxygen. Place the mask over your nose and mouth and secure the elastic strap. Although the bag will not inflate, oxygen is flowing. Please secure your own mask before assisting others. Your seatbelt should be worn low and tight. To fasten your seatbelt, insert the flat metal fitting into the buckle until it clicks. To tighten, pull on the loose end of the strap, and to release, lift up on the buckle and pull apart. Your seat cushion can be used as a flotation device. To use, pull the
And as you
cushion
can
from the
guys
seat,
hear,
place your arm
the
to strap
sounds
to
in
your
cockpit are much quieter.
wrist. Is prohibited in the
If we would have
cabin
been
lavatories at all
somewhere
times.
here,
Federal law requires
we
passengers
probably
to
wouldn't
sign,
stop at
place
that
no
moment.
smoking and seatbelt signs. All placards and crew member instructions, including
Stop,
the
stop,
use of
stop, stop,
seatbelts,
stop.
and prohibits tampering with, disabling,
Okay,
or destroying
parking
any
brake
smoke
set.
detector in an airplane
I'll let you
lavatory.
guys hear it from
Your
the
tables and seat
start
belts
from
should
the
be in their upright and locked
cabin.
positions. All carrying items stowed completely underneath the seat in front of you or in an overhead bin. If you need any assistance throughout this flight, you can press your flight attendant call button located in that panel above your head. I appreciate your attention and invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy our flight. I'll now demonstrate to you the oxygen mask and seatbelt operation.
Did you know? I'll be right back, guys. Just 30 seconds. As you can hear, the engines here more louder, of course. Also, one thing I want to show you is, most of you probably know, there's this hydraulic system that operates whenever the flaps are not in zero position. So any flap position other than zero, the hydraulic pump will start working, electric hydraulic pump, so you'll hear it. And you can hear it's working now. As well as when you, for example, deflect the flight surfaces, it will fluctuate like now. Okay, so after start check. Okay, so we completely missed clear to start checklist. After start checklist, generators 1 and 2 on, ignition Alpha or Bravo off. Packs on, anti-ice not required, probes on. Checked. APR test armed, electric checked, rudder checked, nose string armed, taxi check, flaps. 5 flight controls checked, trims and stabs set, green and 7.2. Thrust reversers idle, armed, spoilers armed. Flight actually spoilers you don't need to arm, right? Flight instruments checked, FMS routed to. Okay, so spoilers disarmed. Alright, let's go. Still no control here, so we'll use caution. Just like always. And I just love the way it pulls up at low RPMs. You can hear it now. I'll be quiet. I saw some traffic there. Looks like traffic there. Taxi lights on. Brake checks, clear left. Clear right. I have tiller set up separately, so as well as rudder pedals, so it's kind of hard for me. It's all in one by right hand, so I'm using right hand for throttle and for tiller. So there's our hotspot here. Shout out Unique. Holla. Hopefully the Indie Center will be online by the time. Дед Мороз, Ку. Йофи, привет. Welcome on board. Okay, so there's crossing runway here, 4 and 22. Make sure clear approach on the left. Looks like clear. On the right's definitely clear. Yeah, there's only traffic there. Early morning departure, first flight of the day. Lot of coffee. In my case, it's beer. Well, I can afford it because I'm at home. Silent, hello, how are you? Still no release date. Yeah, I think you can. The guys are working it constantly. Like we're updating so many things currently. Just tomorrow I will go have a real flight. Just rent a Cessna to measure the sky colors and stuff like that. I'll go up to 10,000 and measure it. So we'll stop here for now. Parking brake set. Squawk TRA. And I believe there's also squawk here. Charlie, Charlie, Charlie. Squawk standby. Nope. Ah, okay, so that's how it works. I got you. Alright. Before takeoff checklist, lights and strobes.
Cabin crew seats for departure.
And you can hear my voice. Seats for departure here. Fuel cross feet. Off, crossflow off, ignition NTI is not required, flight attendant advised, transponder TCAS on, radar on, box set specs on. Alright, so we've been cleared to line up and wait. The funny thing about this aircraft that this model, for some reason on the climb, like initial climb, it will behave sort of funny. Like it will try to lower the nose down a lot, so you would need a lot of trim. So I'll keep that in mind. Clear approach again. Not that it would matter at this point. Okay, so it's gonna be standing takeoff. Lights on. Final look. Everything's looking good. Looking good here. 7.2, flaps 8. Good, good. Alright, and let's say we've been clear for takeoff, so hit clock and go. I wanted you to hear this pull up here. Speed alive, almost. Yeah, alive. Let's cross check. Jumping, jumping, jumping. It's gonna be the last of the runway that we take off. V1. Rotate. Positive breaker up. And nav set. Speed mode. Flips up. Autopilot engage. And speed 200. Lights off. After takeoff checklist. Climb check. Landing gear up, flaps up, fuel cross feed, auto, APU bleed, set, light and packs. Lights and packs as required, thrust reversers or off. Climb check complete. We climb 5,000 initial. One nifty thing for you, some of you, okay, 1,000 to go. We'll bring thrust just a little bit down for the smooth rollout. Level out, I mean. At around 700 feet, 300 feet to go, we'll just smoothly start bringing thrust out, and there you go, 5,000. And speed is rising. 240 next speed. Set. And unrestricted climb to 300. Oopsies. Speed select and climb on. Climb for a set. Владислав, Half-Bank — это кнопка, которая ограничивает крен. Вот, я ее использую на малых скоростях, в принципе. Вот. Еще ее можно использовать, ну, по крайней мере, в этой модели. В реале наверняка все это автопилот делает, наверняка точно. Допустим, на эшелоне, когда есть какие-то там, допустим, повороты, чтобы он сильно не кренил, вот, ее тоже можно использовать, в принципе. Вот. Да-да-да. Okay, so let's bring speed to 240. Beautiful day, just started. Some nice clouds formation ahead. As you guys can see, we, the developers and testers, we have been working on the Rayleigh scattering. That's that blue stuff on the ground. You see the depth of the ground. So, as you can see, that's been fixed. And it's looking more realistic at that point. And it's only morning, so that's why we have kind of like light colors of sky, which will darken. You see how it's taking turn right now? So if I were to put half-bank, look what happens. Alright, so now it's banking with a half-bank. 10,000 feet, lights out. And we're passing through some clouds, so I'll put engine NTIs and wing NTIs. Because it's pretty much total air temperatures, 3 Celsius, so but anything below 10 degrees Celsius you want to have that. So today's flight looks like it will take us about hours, so I actually put wrong information to the ATC. Whatever. So it's hour and 6 minutes of flight. It's a pretty quick flight. So after 10,000 feet in this aircraft, what's usually done is set this speed set to indicate it to 270, and that's being kept all the way to the flight level. Crossovers altitudes will be met, and usually for this aircraft, if there is tailwind, it's usually 0.70 Mach. It's the cruising speed, Mach speed. For headwind is 0.72. So as you can see, the Mach number is rising out here, and we'll keep it at 270. You'll see by the around, depending, you know, by the time of the altitude around 25,000 feet, it will cross over. Maybe a little bit much more. Not much more. 2.7 or 2. Yes, I try both. If we have some guys that don't understand and ask me something in Russian, then I will say in Russian, but I will translate everything I say, so it's not like we have secrets over here. So there's some traffic passing, not on my TCAS, grab him by the pussy. And you can see it's just early day, so this is why you have such vivid colors. We passed through the overcast. The sun is somewhere behind us. So what I want to notice is that we are still working on the cloud, sky textures for the day. Like we're pretty much going by math and by mathematics and what's really out there, comparing real world data and such. So it's all going to be changed. What you see right now, all the cloud textures will be changed. The sky textures will be edited and edited. Changed. 18,000 feet is standard. Mr. Dadula is just quiet today. I think he had bad lunch at McDonald's, so just kind of upset stomach and upset everything. Any possible failures on this aircraft? Not that I know of. Maybe some regular explained failures. Not that I know. It's really old model. It's one of the first actual good models for explained. I remember back in the days. We are approaching 18,000 feet. Дебилы мексиканский дебил. Мучачо. Маракасы не надо точно называть. 18,000 feet standard. 92, cross check 92. One really comfortable thing to do is whenever you want to realign the heading, you just hit the button and it realigns without enabling heading and without scrolling. Yeah. So Andrew was saying that maybe we should. He wants to make the passengers, real passengers, like add-on for passengers. That would be really nice. There would be a little much more better textures than the Dula here. That would be nice too. I mean, he's alright. He's not like he's a decent man. He's just too quiet. As you can see, the Mach number is 5.8 now. Just what I was saying. So usually, and you can find the information on that, usually for CRJ 200, that's how they climb. They set 270, 280, depending on the wind, and have it all the way up to the Mach speed crossover. Plastic surgeon. Maybe a shrink too. Passenger's perspective. I wonder how far is that traffic here. If you guys see it, my mouse is over. Because I don't have a sequence. тыкайте палкой. Я могу так и сделать. Bam. No more to do that. Так скучно без дизеля. For some of you guys know that Airsoft with some other developers are making CRJ 900 or 700 when they make it under pressure. So there will be a sound pack for that as well. It's pretty much ready. I just have to convert it. It will be separate add-on. That's for pre-bar. Well, who cares about pre-bar, right? Since I started using beta XEnviro, it's just I don't even want to go to pre-bar or anything else. So we gotta check. That one probably too. Oh, okay. So just as usual, you know, it's the indie center is gone. I don't know what's with me and this ATC. Every time I fly somewhere, the ATC will be gone. Like by the time I get there, they'll be gone. Or by the time I start pushing back, they'll be gone. Maybe I need to fly more like the what do you call it? The fly-ins or whatever they have special occasions when they just like special areas. I know there's control everywhere, probably in Los Angeles now, as usual. But there's not much weather there. Yeah, en route, all we do is just all we do. I mean, all they do is well, they have communications and sometimes just check the status of different systems and do paperwork, which I don't have. I'm happy for that. Yeah, if you would have said like something, I wonder if he would just use Russian CRM on this one, and he would cuss and swear words. Хули ты его мотаешь, блядь? Держи его, что ты его разматываешь? As you can see, some rally scattering. Looking blue and nice. Crossover altitude would be, like I said, somewhere around 28. Almost 12 cruise altitude. Before we get too far and go to Hudson, I want to check the arrival for this one. That's pretty easy arrival. There's altitude and speed restriction at Dan 8, 11.25. Let's get that clutter fuck out of here. Yeah, so we have a long way to go before top of the sun. Yeah, this is the engines on that aircraft are really they don't produce enough thrust. That's how it is in real world. Yeah. Have to deal with it. We have good headwind, and for the rest of the, I mean, you can speed it up a little bit. You can put the 260 and have it. But this is economics. What could work? Let's see what Sanj. Yeah, we got another 5,000 to go. It's only 0.6. Let's make it a little bit faster here. It's too bad that we don't have any control. And back to our 500 feet per minute, like I said. Yeah, the engines suck when it's like, I mean, there's something that you can't change. And for those of you who are looking for towering clouds here, you can see in the distance. They towering up to what, 26, maybe 30,000 feet over there in the distance. So it's not only flat clouds like some of users say, as well as all these textures will be changing. I think they're working on building the model for supercells and stuff like that. As well as you can see some big clouds in here as well. Look at this visibility on the mountains. It's so nice. I'm never going back to pre-par. I'm serious. After this, I'm not going back to pre-par. What I had in mind is to make a separate external hard drive with all textures for the United States for photo realistic connection, whatever it's called. Probably gonna need 2 or so hard drives for that. saw on our weather briefing here, pull outside a while. X. So real world data. As you can see, after Hex we're supposed to have a little clearing in the sky in there, just before it's up of the sun. And overcast here. Yeah, 2000 to go. Самолет потише. Как-то так. Check, 1, 2. What I think is this is revolution in explained world. It seriously is. Don't think I'm just being all commercial in here or trying to promote. In my personal opinion, this is explained revolution. That's something what we've been waiting for a long time to get actual atmosphere, good clouds, and something that doesn't look like burning tires or cumulus clouds the size of Manhattan at flight level 350, you know what I mean. $1,500 to go. Pushing the shit out of this aircraft. Can't go any faster. Actually, we can make cruise, and that will bring it up just a bit. That should give us another couple hundred of feet per minute. Oh, look at this. This is so nice here. Скажите, пожалуйста, можно ли будет купить XEnviro на двоих, например, с другом спустимся и купим? Я думаю, это вопрос к Андрею, он находится здесь в чате. Но, скорее всего, я думаю, что нет. 1000 to go. Вот они, ключевые, о которых столько много было вопросов. Заметьте, это 30 000 футов. 30,000 feet we still have towering clouds here. And just scatter it there. Забор стаканов на троих, прости. Точно. Как при коммунизме. Можно купить XEnviro на всю страну. Пользоваться. Ну, если только она стоит будет $200 000, тогда, может быть, я думаю, разработчики подумают об этом. And as you can see as well, the mountain obscuration, that's exactly what it is. So we have mountains and there's mountain obscuration there. Finally, 300. Okay, so now we're bumping up to 28. Демка, вот уже демка, сейчас вот демка, но это еще бета. We have used about 3,000 pounds of fuel just now for our climb. Which is good. Okay, so for the descent calculations, it's done it really easy, like I already said. We're currently cruising at flight level 300. We will need to cross any at 11,000 feet and 250K. So the 3-to-1 rule works every time. So we basically need to lose 19,000 feet. 19,000 feet times 3 is 57. And correction for the wind, which is 60 headwind almost. It will change with the descent, probably will be smaller, slower wind. So okay, so 57. Subtract 10 miles, it's 47 miles to top of descent. This is what we need, pretty much. But again, since we're going to be alright, so what's our 7.7? Yeah, that's too much of it. So we're gonna need to slow her down just a bit. Okay, so 47 and about give us 5 miles to slow down, so that would make it to 52 miles out to start descending. 52 miles out. If I fall asleep, you guys wake me up. Кофе сдумать. Да, скучно, но вот так вот постоянно на эшелоне, что поделать? Вот задавайте какие-то вопросы, я попытаюсь отвечать, но мне самому скучно, это эшелон, тут нефиг делать. Можно наслаждаться видами, я не знаю. Вот тут дедуля спит, например. Очки надел специально, чтобы закрытыми глазами спит. Можете задавать вопросы по Сабжу, по XEnviro, по моим пакам. You guys can ask questions about XEnviro, about Blue Sky Star Simulations packs, sound packs, maybe some technical questions about flying and such. If I know the answer, I will tell you. Что значит я не отвечаю? Где я что-то пропустил? Демка будет? Нет, не будет, я думаю. Я не особо видел ничего вопроса. Помоги мне выбрать из двух одно, купить звуки на 320 и на 330, почему так сложно? Я думаю, это зависит от того, на каком самолете вы хотите летать. Например, мне больше по душе 320, хоть он и устаревший более, чем 330, там кокпит, хотя сейчас починили чуть-чуть, но все равно он какой-то более такой стримовый, что ли, самолет. Вот, и опять-таки, я вообще не любитель больших самолетов. Вот я знаю, там есть люди фапают на 380, там на 747, там сейчас вот ПМДГ 747 новую версию пускают. Я не знаю, не мое это как-то. Мне вот самое идеальное по мне, чтобы кто-нибудь региональный какой-то хороший выпустил, вот типа CRJ, ERJ, А320 хороший, 738 для эксплейна. Вот. Потому что я люблю короткие рейсы, я не люблю летать или сидеть 5-6 часов, пялись в экран в симуляторе, то есть, особенно на эшелоне. Мои любимые места в Чикаго. Мои любимые места в Чикаго, я думаю, что, как и у всех, наверное, центр города очень красивый, там у нас архитектура очень красивая, здания, постоянное движение днем и ночью. Сам город очень красивый, весь в огнях. Но я ловлю себя на мысли, что я чаще его вижу с самолета просто, чем когда еду в этот даунтаун, у нас так называется. Вот это, в принципе, вот даунтаун и, естественно, все аэропорты, в которых я летаю, по моим любимым местам. Да, Zora 449. На 320 сейчас звуки лучше, чем на 330. Третья версия есть. 330 я планирую тоже переделать. Много чего переделать. Вот, но это все занимает время. То есть, как бы, сейчас на данный момент я более важны другие задачи, то есть выпуск нового пака, и потом, пока тот пак будет в паку, можно будет заниматься 330. Получается, у меня сейчас единственная моя работа, и я нигде не работаю, поэтому некоторые экономические ходы тоже должны быть. Могу просто заниматься сейчас 330. Но он будет пак и будет бесплатно для тех, кто купил раньше. Вот. Единственное, что если вы не купили 330, когда он доделается до третьей версии, то он подорожает. Сейчас он стоит 10 долларов. Для тех, кто купил до этого, все точно сейчас останется ничего не платить. Но are you using stuff like Max effects or something like this? No, actually I was speaking about this earlier. Currently at this flight I'm using Blue effects, but let me show you something. I just switched it off, it's still looking good, but in an XEnviro environment, we have new setting that's it's called post processing. So whenever you enable that, you get the same picture like I had in Blue effects. It's all 2D. Currently I'm not using it because I'm still working. So you will not need all these plugins for picture flipping. Микрофон погромче, да, кстати, у меня отошел от лица, просто я извиняюсь. Если что-то не услышал, я могу повторить. What are my system specs? Oh gosh, I don't even know. What are they? I have Titan X graphic card. And a 4K television, Sony 50-inch. For the processor, I think it's, let's see. How do I look it up? Okay, it's 3770K. Bumped up to 4.1, so I overclocked it. Water cooled, and 16 gigabyte of simple memory. DDR3, I don't know what's the name. So it's average system, I would guess. Nothing major. Most of my frame rates problems, if any, I don't have any, but whenever they exist in something, like I don't even know when they had them last time. Could be only because I use 4K. Yeah, you're not gonna need Blue effects anymore because I just showed you we have post-processing option. Виталий, да, он не жрет FPS, потому что Андрей уже говорил, что он делает это еще на каком-то древнем компьютере, вот, и очень слабо. И у него все отлично идет. И если у него все отлично идет, то у нас всех абсолютно точно все отлично. Titan calls it. Well, I mean, you know, Titan. I was expecting much more, really, in Titan. I mean, I know that if I would probably not use 4K and use regular resolutions, with Titan would probably I could have used it to 8, So, but my settings is just like this. I use 2x, SA, FXAA, and as follows here. So in 4K you don't need to go with higher anti-aliased. It's called. What the fuck it's called? Anti-aliased. Whatever. Pascal. Do I have Pascal Titan? You know, I'm not sure. I forgot, seriously. I would have to open the box and see. I remember I had an inspector somewhere. NVIDIA inspector, it probably says. GeForce. Temperatures right now at 73 Celsius. I remembered. I ordered directly from NVIDIA this car. $80 miles to our restriction constraint, and we calculated what's 47, 47. 52, yeah, 52 miles out and start our descent. Йофи, она рисует, да, там 2D есть. Ну к Андрею был задан вопрос. Ну если чтобы Андрею сохранить время, чтобы он не печатал. Так, что-то я выключил. Да, там есть вот 2D, Raindrops и 3D, по-моему, тоже можно рисовать. Хотя хер, не знаю, Андрей лучше знает. Я отлучаюсь в леватуре на 30 секунд. Setos, talk to Flying by Wires. He's the guy you want to talk to about that. Nice comments on YouTube. I read your comments to somebody. That was epic. Alright, so I'll while you guys chatting, I'll do some preparations here. No, you don't have to be sorry. I was totally agree with you. I even post a like to your comment. So. Okay, so it's still West operations there, 270 at 6. High pressure 3028. As far as I remember, it's 27 right for approach. 24 right. Close to our top of the stand. We got some bogus points there. Abno. What we need is Abno. Yogo. Okay, that was a transition point here. I should have started a little bit earlier. So it's time to go down. Not in the Hudson. no Indy Center yet, and I think we'll be offline today. Alright, that's fine. It's fine with me. Current weather conditions and data. 270 at 6 10 miles overcast 013, temperature 3, 2.1, 23028, correlation 1000 feet, and minimums for ride 1203. I don't think you can set MDA here, but we will need to change pressurization here real quick. Approaching 18,000 feet. The local altimeters we don't know, so we'll just dial 3028. For example, for this approach, I would probably use half bank, you know, because it's shallow turns. More passenger comfort. Do you guys hear the bass in the speakers whenever I bring down the throttles? Approach checklist. Pressurization set, fuel check, altimeter set, TCAS separator is required, CAS checked, cleared, landing data set, approach briefing complete. Probably a good idea to turn on the seatbelt signs. And we're cleared direct. Uyogo. Geez, some of these fixes names are crazy. Can't even pronounce those. Yeah, this is how compressor sounds. Very good. 1,000 to go. And as you can see, we're leveling at Denny exactly at 11,000 and roughly 250 knots. 240 is better. So these calculations do work. ladies and gentlemen. Be here just a little bit more, and next one is 2,800. Зора, спасибо, спасибо. Стараемся для вас. Okay, we can start descent here. $10,000 check. APU bleeds not needed. NTIs will be needed. Passing through. Passenger science on. Altimeter question. Курс 239. Lights on. Будите дедюлю. Дедюля! Ну там трафик даже есть какой-то. Шоуся. Кто здесь? Кто здесь? Дедюля, ты обосрался. А я и не сплю. О, кстати, птичка. Destination 176. Speeds. 6. 158. 58. И дальше у нас reference 4656. 5646. Speed set. И heading select. Nav source change to nav 1 239 final controls. Set. 25 miles out. Так, немножко спидбрейков ему дадим. Get ready for the landing. Тысяча футов у нас минимум. 1200. И for right, vacating to the right, to the left. Romeo Mike. Glide slope alive. Not alive, but present. Localizer live. 1,000 to go. Майами, да, я был. Я, кстати, еду туда через пару недель. Approach mode armed. Acquired. Now cap. Wide slope alive. Flap 8. Spoilers armed. That's okay, I still try to read your comments here, but right now I think I'll be better pay attention to what's going on in the simulator. And our missed approach altitude would be 3,000. Climb 3,000, right turn direct. Dayton and Hope. Yes, clouds are amazing. In the milk. No controls there. Indy center is offline. Pay attention, because I don't think my TCAS works on this one. My TCAS is my eyes now. Approach heading set. Looks like I have airport inside. Flaps 20. Wide slope alive. Gear down. Landing checklist. Flat 30. Flat 45. Landing checklist. Gear down. Flaps 45 set. Pressure signs on. Thrust reversers not needed. Landing gear down. Flaps as required. Approach. this aircraft in real world is real funky on approach as well.
400.
What I was saying about negative pitch altitude, that's how it goes in real world.
300.
Approaching minimums.
200.
Minimums. Continue.
Flight slow.
And
Flight slow.
100.
Flight slow. Flight
50.
slow.
40. 30. 20. 10.
first lights out, vacate to the left. After landing flow нужно только на прямых проводить. Никогда не имейте привычки, как только приземлились, начинать подчищаться или что-нибудь такое. Вот когда на прямой уже, тогда все это дело можно делать. Flaps up. Да, Виталий, вот звук на касании, у него очень жесткая подвеска этого самолета, низко шасси расположено, фюзеляжа очень близко, на нем очень по жопе дает сюда посадку. I didn't crash, yes, no Hudson today. Come on guys, that last crash wasn't my problem, that was simply because of co-pilot. I never had a crash in my life in flight simulators. Never. Unless I wanted it. Okay, after landing, flow. APU is about to be started. Transponder set. Flaps up. Lights and strobes checked and set. Probes off. Bleed set. Start the APU here a little bit. Stab trim set and green. +5, +7. Yep. 7 up. Yeah, does the you can tell the sky looks completely different here because it's much colder here, I think. No, not much colder, same actual temperature, but just different conditions. And as you can see, just looking different here. Should we do a single engine taxiing or something? The terminal's supposed to be on the right side there. Is it? Let's double check before we go anywhere. not supposed to. Okay, we're exit to the left. And we are on Romeo. So that's it. It's supposed to be Mike to take us to the ramp. Is that Mike? No, doesn't look like. Mike is in front. Romeo out in front. Okay, we can take Alpha, I guess. This is Zulu. Yeah, this is Zulu here. Alright. We'll take Alpha all the way down. Alpha should take us around to the terminal. And we parking today. Where are we parking? PSA Airlines. Doesn't say. Usually it says in flight aware. Actually, guys, next week I will be in Vegas. So if somebody's from Vegas, let me know. I will be there at flight, full motion level D flight simulator, working for the upcoming pack for 737-800 PMDG. Not as much for the sound of engines, but just for the sound of switches, because this flight simulator is level D, and you know level D is exactly the same cockpit. It uses the same hardware that real cockpit uses. So I'm just going to be recording all the switches, levers, and such in that cockpit there. As well as just flying. It's amazing piece of hardware. Where's the co-pilot? It's supposed to be somewhere here. It's just what the fuck is this cemetery? What is this? You see all this white? What the fuck? Crazy shit there. This is cemetery for SkyMax over there. I'm being mean, right? Planning around for the sound packs for Cephalus too. Not at that moment. Not at that moment. Here's our terminal. Fire truck's not needed today. Hudson he's okay. How many years in the United States? It's about 16 years I've been here. Half of my life, basically. Okay, where's the gate for the small guys? For the small guys. Guess there isn't. Where you can see the pencil fuck from American Airlines there. Probably be a good idea somewhere near there. Oh, there's a ramper. Or how they call it in ATC memes, Facebook, they call it... How do you call this guy? This guy. Air traffic controller. Air traffic controller here. Lights off, not to blind the poor dude. Welcome to Ohio, Dayton. Never been to Dayton, Ohio, except in the flight simulator just now after this day. Okay, brake set, parking brake set. And let's see, shutdown flow. APU gens on board. Electrical, yeah, it's on board. Oh, no, it's not. I'm sorry. Well, actually, we don't need to start it because we have Mr. Air traffic controller here. Just connected it. Right, it's online, available, external AC, power. So when will I be switching for X-Plane 11 come? I'm thinking not really soon, because my opinion, let me just shut down and I will explain what I mean. Alright, shutdown check, chocks and brakes, set, electric set, fuel feed, check valve, complete, and boost pumps off. Everything, all the hydraulics coming out, except 3A. Let me open doors for these, for passengers. I was gonna say for these faggots. Alright, there you go. Off, fuel pumps off. All off here. Beacon off. 3 alpha is on, beacon is off. Alright, shutdown checklist completed. Yeah, damper's coming off. Alright, looking good here. Alright, so back to the about X-Plane 11. X-Plane 11, to my opinion, like every software, like serious software, especially flight simulation software, the platform, I would rather wait just a little bit for it to get stable, and mostly, not that it's not stable or anything, but for all the add-ons to work correctly, and I would at least wait a half a year or so. That's just my opinion. I'm good here at X-Plane 10, just normally, and I have looked at the 11th features. I mean, there's nothing like it's too much difference for me. Lights, night lightning or whatever, the reflections, I don't care. As you saw, I even throughout this flight I never even switched from outside view, just now and before we were boarding. So yeah, I would wait just a little bit more. Taxiing. Yeah, the poor guy is just standing there. His air traffic controller. Didula. Yeah, another Didula. Didula. He's gone. He's just gone because he had upset stomach. All the way. You can hear the passengers deboarding. So as you can see, this is pretty still nice aircraft to use, even though it's old. It's still alright. Let's shut it down completely. Terminating check, chocks and brakes in. IRS is off. Thrust reversers out and off. Disarm, disarm. Emergency lights off. Windshield off, cargo off, packs off. Everything's off. No, that's LCV, that stays on, alright. And 3 alphas off. External lights, APU gen. Logo lights off, nav lights off. And shut down. Check this out, guys, before you go, if you don't want to go anywhere. The battery master. How did you like the slowing down of standby instruments? Okay, so we finished, terminated at Dayton. Final destination for today. Hoping you guys liked the flight. Maybe it was just a little boring. But as you know, man, I'm a boring guy, so hopefully you saw what you were looking for and come back for other streams. We'll try to make it more fun, maybe with the crew. And do you guys want to see the landing from outside? Repeat. I'm not sure if it's gonna crash the sim. Sometimes it crashes. Let me just double check. If I rewind right now, it will show the GPU and stuff too, and it will probably be all shut down. But just to see the softness of my landing, which I'm pretty sure it was good. Let's close the door, just for the looks, you know. Okay, let's try to see what happened there. That should be good here. Thank you, Setas. Yes, I'll be coming. I will try to stream once in a while. Disengage generators. It's not needed. I think generators and APU, like here, you mean? I think they all constantly stay on, like all these three. Should I switch from outside, right? Fuck the wing view. Don't mind these artifacts from... This is just temporary stuff. It will be fixed. Was it too far? Let me see. Yeah, that's closer to it. Some of the sounds, when you replay, they might not act correctly because it all depends on the data refs and stuff. So the data refs could be wrong at that moment. Let's see how I landed. I think I landed smoothly pretty much. It's just that this aircraft is so stiff. Has rigid suspensions. stable here. What I like about X-Plane is that the views are just so easy to use, not like pre-par. I mean, come on, with all this ES-Dog stuff for pre-par, it's still hard to use. Like, you have to set up views and stuff. I mean, it's just so annoying. And X-Plane is just so much easier to do. Oh, it was smooth. Double check again. Nice. Not bad. From this view here on the runway. Is this the runway we're landing? Probably not. Oh yes, it is. Is it 24? No. Let's see, where the fuck is the... Okay, there it is. 24 right, yeah. Yeah, it's so much easier to use. I mean, the viewing system. It shouldn't be like some rocket science like it is right now in pre-par. And they trying to make it better, but it still sucks. There's just limitation of sound engine, so why you hear this aircraft approaching like that. Try tower view. Yeah, after this one. It should be as nice as tower view. Yeah, the tower in CBs, they still working on it, so whenever they will release it so it works correctly, I will make sure I'll stream it and show you guys. Look at the fucking huge flaps on this thing. No wonder it goes with a negative pitch attitude. Somebody asked for a tower view. Yeah, the tower view is not so much exciting, I guess. Where's my plane? Where's my plane? Oh, there you go. My plane just crashed. Yeah. All right. So guys, thanks for watching this stream, and hope you join again. I will update the information whenever I stream again, and hope you guys have good weekends, good holidays. Before Christmas, I think I will show you some better stuff, much more better stuff, as far as flying with the crew and improvements on XEnviro coming up. So make sure you go to explain.org. 30% off currently, all sales. Blue Sky Star Simulation. Subscribe to Facebook, and we'll keep working for you and bring our flight simulations close to reality as possible. Thanks, guys, again. See ya.